Somebody there.
Do what?
There is somebody who lives there.
Yeah.
So what the heck is that guy doing?
Well, a friend of mine asked me to try to whittle him a fishing lure.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try it.
Hello, Joe.
It looked fairly simple to do.
Joe.
I checked them out on the internet.
You know the easy way to get the scales painted on?
There's the man.
Well, I thought I'd hydro paint it and not do the scales.
Hi,
Well,
Charlie.
you use green?
Well,
How you doing, buddy?
the way I did it, I took,
You didn't ride your motorcycle, did
painted
you?
it, and then I took a piece
I didn't
of,
wear a coat.
the stuff, the scrubby,
Yeah.
and
That's all
Is
right.
it really?
banded on there, and that way, then it's painted over again, and that gave the scales.
Yeah, I saw one video where a guy was using window screen on them to put scales on them, but then I found another one where he hydro painted them. And you take like a pan of water and you take like 2 or 3 colors of spray paint and put on the water, and then you just dip it
I like when they do that.
down and it kind of marbleizes it. So I thought I might try that.
Hello, how are you?
Here's a couple of applications that you can give to whoever wants to do it. It's for our Main Tree Show.
Oh, cool.
I only sent them out to people I had email addresses to.
Well, we'll
so
see. I don't know. All of us,
You
Steve.
can make copies of
Hey,
them
Jerry.
Steve, how's it going?
if you're interested.
Yeah, I guess it's cool.
It's busy.
You snuck in on us.
Yes, I can. I just walked right in.
I ain't worked on it.
Did you guys come together?
Yeah, working on it.
Back to pick him up.
Oh, okay.
What's your post up?
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, no, girl.
I was waiting on you.
Yeah, you're so far ahead of me, I'll never catch you.
Hi, John.
Tom, who's doing it?
Huh?
Who's doing it?
Ain't nobody doing it. That's what it was.
That's pretty damn nice.
No, he didn't have that. We were drawing that out.
That's
Steve,
pretty
John.
good.
Yeah.
Attention system.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, we got home, and I thought, yeah, we're supposed to stay up.
I will say that I have
Supposed to be a
my
back scratcher from my daughter.
during my side.
But I think
Okay.
she's working
Down the hill.
got 2 brothers.
Some of the
Let the 8-year-old try this. Guess what that is?
Blood.
Yep. That's as far as you got.
Did you catch yourself?
No, I was letting the 8-year-old do it. Scared me to death because he's doing it like this, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna put his eye.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. That was back there. We took a couple weeks off class.
Grandma's cool. She lets us play with sharp objects.
Well, I asked him if he wanted to carve silver, if he wanted to carve with a knife.
Yeah,
I can
like
both.
My studio.
So,
You're gonna bleed.
yeah. Well, he cut himself with the hand that was holding the knife. How did you do that?
No, you never get caught up in that.
You got a snake on that.
He's talented.
We'll see how.
Cherry wood.
He was doing really good. I looked away for a second,
A
and
bunch of cherry wood.
you see this blood welling up. How did you do that, John?
This.
And he was done.
Yep. They done been hurt.
Hi there.
For no bigger than this.
Come on in.
That will get someone's attention.
I was planning on making a back scratcher for my granddaughter. It's turned out to be a pretty good weapon.
This is a nice little stick that you throw out on your mic.
Yeah, it's, go
They
by.
said something about
Just
Slap
one.
upside their
I haven't
ear.
got his eyes in yet, but there's no.
There you
I have
go.
money on you. I think it was
That's a
Jerry.
good job on that snake. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's Jerry.
Oh, I'll look that one.
That's kind of hook.
We just found out
That's
about it
Lego cool,
yesterday.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was good.
That John?
Oh, that's cool, John.
John.
That's
That's right, you're John. It's been a while.
Something like that. You got something like
That's pretty good.
No, we don't have anything cut out like that.
What that is?
John, do you care if I get a picture of that for the thumbnail on the video?
Projects to do.
Alright.
That one. Yeah.
No, I gotta remember how this works.
There's
But
my
first we gotta
cigarette.
start out.
I always like to put some kind of a thumbnail of something that they've been carving up there on the.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's like an easy first.
There we go.
Well, we got an eye.
Pass that down there so they can take a look at it.
It's always full. Not bad.
Well, I was gonna say, I know you normally don't work.
See my dog?
Come in.
Well, while you was talking,
Well, Jeff, how you been?
well, I just made so wonderful.
Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah. It always makes everybody want to.
Yeah, I don't know how.
That's a neat little bit.
Yeah, that came from Goodwill, I think.
That's a cool looking egg.
Well, it did, yeah. $2.99 or something like that.
Yeah, that's
A
pretty good.
little bit hard to do that.
It's gonna be hard to get his arms, hands, hold the pipe, and
You got a hard boil before you carve it?
his hat keeps chipping.
Well,
I got
yeah,
paid $6 for that. I thought it was
that'll
a
happen.
piece of wood.
But you got, if nothing else, it's good practice. Good practice for doing
For what?
your dimensions, for the legs and arms and all that.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
All my pieces are practice pieces, don't you know?
Oh,
I
at
think
least
he's
you got
even
away
got a
from
map
most.
in that pocket.
Yeah, I know.
Huh. What was that on, what was that, pieces of wood or something in the back?
Yeah, it's, that piece won't have that.
Oh, like driftwood or something?
Boards, that's not gonna have that.
I heard you got some venison.
It's a good little
But I heard you got some venison. No, not you. Okay.
Then with my bear in the tree, I'll put him back in the box.
Oh. Put him in the box, eat him.
Well, that way you won't eat anybody. What time though?
You can't take it home. Won't let you take it home.
What's that? Well, it says he brought it. There was a project he was working on.
Well, if I get that one done, if you want that one.
Yeah, that one's mine. Go ahead. Well, I drew that out. Oh,
I've got my chain to work on.
the 9-year-old wanted to try it.
Oh,
That's as far as he got before he drew blood.
what 9-year-old was this?
Grandson.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah, no, he's a little young. Yeah, it depends on the individual.
He was paying attention. But he was also doing it like this, and I'm like, oh God, no. Sit up, honey. Please sit up. Tom? Come here.
He was talented. He cut himself on the same hand he was whittling with.
Yeah. He cut this finger right around the, what you call it, right around the
The
nail.
other one I did,
Like, how did you
he
do
was closer to
that?
the tree.
I know. Did you poke it or slice it? Slice it. How?
I don't have to decide anything, it just.
He's up.
Yeah.
No, I have
I could've picked it up.
I know.
Oh, you can do that.
We were
That one looks nice too.
I would, yeah, because that's going to make
That's gonna make, I didn't see it till after I drew it out.
Doing a
Well,
good
that's
job on
done.
that one.
You want that for
Yeah, because it might go a little deeper if
Yeah.
it's in the
Your
back.
daughter-in-law did it.
We may have cut that one deeper.
Yep. But, yeah. I'll figure next time I go back down there, I'll take it again, see if he wants to mess with it.
Where's he at?
What do you want to count?
Houston.
It is. Changed a lot.
Yeah. I just got back Friday, Saturday.
How's the weather
Take it
there?
home.
Very nice. Very nice. Kind of dreary, rainy, but
Get a lot of rain in there. It's still pretty decent there.
it was nice. And then, well, like I told them, it went down to 30, and the son-in-law's panicking because his pipes are going to freeze. So he gets that spray insulation. He doesn't spray it on the pipes. He sprays it on the outdoor faucet. So you got the faucet, the turning part, and it's got drippy.
Yeah, I had the same problem, and I had to keep looking at it.
I'd still be sitting there laughing at him.
Why do you think I'm telling this?
You know, I don't know if they still do or not, but they used to make boots for those.
They did.
Goes over it, a little strap, and keeps it warm.
Well, heck, a 25 piece of felt and some rubber bands would have taken care of it.
I mean, like when I lived in Florida,
Yeah.
they had a different kind of outside faucet, not like they got here. Here they got frost-proof. There they don't. It's just like a hose bit.
Yeah.
So you got water right there. But yeah, we used to use them in Florida. They look funny, but they work.
Yeah.
Especially if
30 degrees for a few hours. I mean,
Just absolutely panicking, running around.
you say that, but I fixed many pipes.
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
No doubt.
And he put his chickens in the well house, and the well house had a mouse hole. Spray foamed the mouse hole.
No, that's here.
No, he wanted
You're going to do
to,
this, and it's going to look like this.
get the chickens out the next day, and I told him to get the door because it was all spray foamed.
It ain't gonna be hard.
No difference in between.
Take that
Other
can away
hand,
from it.
well, then other hand.
Oh my God, he made such a mess.
My dad used to use that stuff. He used to have a garage. Oh my God, he had it all over his gloves, all over his sweatshirt. Oh my. He left it all
Only worried about not having enough time to
It's a wonder he didn't spray foam the chickens.
If he could have caught them, he would have. They're his wife's chickens, my daughter's chickens.
So they live on a farm somewhere?
No, the subdivision they have has like acre plots.
Oh.
So she's got a horse and 2 chickens. The more chickens she has, the more the hawks and the coyotes and everything else eat.
Yeah.
But she just lost one, and she didn't know that the chicken running around with its head cut off, and she didn't know that was real.
She got to see it firsthand.
Oh my God.
Another guy down the street from me, he bought
so much beer.
chickens, got some ducks and stuff, and they lasted about 2 weeks before the coyotes got them. And then they put a
Wasn't there a young fella that was coming?
cage in there, and he did a little run
He was
for
a
him.
younger guy and he was quite good.
Bless his heart, he had good intentions, but he didn't put a top on it.
Oh, no.
And I know that.
So
I came and
he had hawks flying in. Coyotes was digging under the fence because he just, put it right down.
Of course.
No,
They're all gone now.
you gotta net the top of that.
They're all gone.
She called me the one day, and she said that the neighbor found the hawk getting the chicken, so they chased the hawk off. So then she got to see the chicken, which she knows are so she decides to put it out of its misery.
Tonight, and then we'll work
Well,
on
that didn't tell it, so it's still running around.
Excellent.
Injured with a punch. And then she decides, well, she got to chop its head off. So she chops its head off. And of course, being a chicken, it runs around. It won't die, Mom. It just keeps running around. It won't die. It's like a zombie chicken. And she's trying not to cry.
That would be pretty dramatic.
I looked at its head and closed its eyes, so I know its head was dead, but it just keeps running around.
Eventually bleed out.
Trying not to laugh. She's all upset. 43.
Oh,
She's plenty old enough to know better.
yeah.
My mother tried to butcher a chicken one time. She had it tied to the clothesline, and she cut its head. The knife was dull, and she tried to cut its head off, so she's sawing on it. She gets its head about halfway cut off, and it kicks loose off that clothesline. It ran all over that farm, and her chasing after her. I will never forget that. I was just a little kid, but I still will remember that till the day I die. A big fat woman chasing that chicken all around the barn with its head.
I mean, that used to be great for the butchering day. Why did chicken run around their heads cut off?
Yep.
Where are you gonna go to next? They're not going anywhere, they're gonna hang out here.
Oh, yeah.
Go in a big snowstorm.
I pity any animal she brings home to resell, because she feels sorry for them.
I took mine over to King's, that butchering plant up there east of Greenville. And I take a whole load of them up there at the time and have them run them through the line, and they did everything right there. It cost me like $1 a chicken or something.
Well worth it.
Yeah. And I tried butchering one time. That is a lot of work. I had like 9 roosters to do up. Oh my God. All that plucking, and then trying to get all them pin feathers off of them and gut them, and felt like to work me to death. That was the last time I did that. I said, okay, it's well worth it taking them to King's. I'm sold.
Sometimes if you do flat reliefs.
Not catch me doing this again. I didn't mind doing rabbits, you know, because you could just skin them and it was over with. But, you know, chickens with all them feathers.
Do that till you get to this line.
You know, you get that, I don't want to take off too much room.
Don't go past this
It's like
line.
cutting wire. You just cut it.
Don't go past
Cut it.
It's from right here, right?
Yeah.
A little bit more, and like,
Oh, I know better than that.
Yeah.
You're like
Getting
Mr.
to
Free.
Christmas.
Do what? Barely.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
3 weeks ago, I was here for the meeting, and 2 days later, I was flat on my back, sicker than hell, with a bleeding strep throat, which turned into pneumonia. And so, over Christmas and New Year's, I lay there trying to die.
I understand that. I've had pneumonia. I know how bad that is.
Man, that was nasty.
and so I watched her, and that's exactly what she
Turns
did.
into circling down.
Do you start at night, kid? You start at night? Yes, I do.
That's
Every
what
day?
you want to do.
But it gave me plenty of time to work on my YouTube stuff.
If anything
I
else.
got my subscribers up now to, it's almost 1,300 subscribers on my channel.
Great.
And
You need to get that one called.
got that moving along real good.
Right here, there.
But yeah, today was the first day I've been out of the house in 3 weeks, because the last time I was out of the house for today was when I came to the last meeting before Christmas.
So what you want to do is like, what she'll do is.
I was working on my phone, and the 13-year-old was a big weight. Comes down, she says, what are you doing? I said, it's like I was saying by such and such time.
When it started cutting.
People
I
read
can't
that?
just tell them I'm not coming back
Yes.
with
Right
free.
down there, just pull it back.
You send it away and
Yeah, I
get
wouldn't
the
like
paper
to.
and they read it? I said,
They
yes.
just say, well, you don't come back at all.
So it's legit?
That's what I'm doing. That's doing there.
Guess what Monday's
It's all
column is
that-
about?
it's all the little things that get you.
Hi, Jason.
That's what it is. It's like just.
Did you ask, who you been talking to?
Yes, honey, it's legit.
You know, it's no different
So
than
I'm gonna
anything
get
else.
an extra
when
copy of
you
the
try to
paper
make
and
something.
send it to her. I send her the whole paper so she doesn't think I just cut it out and made it up.
Now, who told her that it wasn't?
She's 13, no, she doesn't know any better.
Okay.
That way you can always tell what.
Well, her brother, who is 15, and we saw for maybe 15 minutes all the time, because he's what are you doing? You know, right.
It's gonna take a while to get it.
So people read it, yes. Why?
You don't have nothing important to say. Why would they read what you
Read that. Totally voice out. I'm a 15-year-old man. Why? Why did somebody do something like that? Read voluntarily. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It was an interesting time.
Yeah.
And this is the first time we've been down there that nobody slept with
You get a
us.
caller?
They're all growing up.
Well, I've been since I up, yeah. His eye was supposed to be open in the deep side, and I made it as a slit, can't remember what you.
Oh, I get my fill full of young people on the internet.
So what difference does it make?
Just to round that off again.
Yeah, but you don't get to ask them why they have their underwear on backwards.
You can ask them about anything you want to ask them, and believe me, they will answer you and probably tell you things that you don't even want to know.
And so I looked at the little one and I said, is it really on backwards? No. Is it clear? Let me see. Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
Sure.
So his little cousin was over there. He goes, yes, it is.
But those
No, it isn't.
great.
I told Tom because I was laughing, so my Tom, and I was laughing at him. He says, well, why you don't pull it down to the bathroom? Yes.
Well, hey there.
I would also.
Keep them to
Hey, we got everybody here tonight.
haven't seen you in a while. Since Christmas.
Yeah, you know, just keep practicing.
Make this one in case they get snowed in and can't make the next one.
How are you?
Yeah.
How you doing, Fred? Good.
Okay. Can you,
How are you?
we can share that chair?
I'm amazed at how many kids are on the internet in the middle of the night on YouTube
So this is your first
doing
time,
live
Carver?
streams and stuff.
Haven't seen you for a while.
3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
The 12-year-old and the 13-year-old did not put their phones down for a second?
Yeah.
When they got home, they didn't have their phones with them.
When you're
So one time you want them to have a phone,
Yeah.
they leave it at home.
Yeah.
Right in there.
when you're
I don't know how
trying
you get too lost in
take
2
it off
acres
in
of
here, sometimes it'll cut better.
woods, but
I walked in a little late.
You can take.
You keep heading one direction, you'll eventually find a road.
they did. They found the
When
next
you do here,
subdivision.
there's such a broad piece there that you come.
Had to come around, yeah.
Jerry's answer.
Well, they had a neighbor boy with them, so, you know, I don't usually lose neighbor kids.
The answer is I don't know.
It makes it so much easier than trying to take
Daddy
it all
looked
off.
like a terrorist, but
But you can do that on
shouldn't say that, 'cause he seemed very nice, but still he looked like a terrorist.
We can do something,
But just
You can't be too careful.
whatever you want to work on, we'll do.
Don't make that real,
My name, well,
My daughter tried to kill me.
don't make that real thin up
Is here,
here
Mom, drink this.
at the top.
What is that?
Because you can do that
Oh, it's
later
apple
on, 'cause
juice
that'll
and
make
apple
it
cider.
very.
What else? Vodka. I'm a little heavy on the vodka.
Nativity set too.
You're starting to be
There's a
unreliable.
nativity set, eagle.
So much I drinks when she can't be scolding, Jerry.
They had a book come in at the libraries from Fox
I've
Hill.
still got a half-empty bottle of
I,
wine in the refrigerator from 2 years ago. I'm gonna eventually just put it in some beef or something.
The one you said right on.
I'm not much of a
Where are we
drinker.
gonna put it?
I don't care for wine.
See,
What's that, was it
you already asked
nativity
me
scene?
questions.
there's a nativity.
I did my fair share when I was selling my wild oats, and
What I
you
wanted,
know.
that was interesting to
She
me.
told me, she told
They
me.
look like
She
little
told-
egg
Drank a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
so one has
You
enough.
told her
There's a
there's nothing
goose egg on one
to
of them.
make another curtain.
There it is. I didn't know
There
where
was
she
a
thinks
fella
she's gonna put it.
that come to one of my YouTube shows and when I was sick, and he said that I needed to drink
Yeah.
some milk and some
Then other
warm
stuff, too.
milk
That's
with
what I
rum in it.
like.
I told them.
Just
A
the,
couple days later, he writes to me. He says, "How'd that work out? That warm milk and that rum?"
no, I was on at the library.
I said, "Well, I hadn't been out to the store in 2 weeks, and so there wasn't no milk here. That's all I had was the rum. But after I drank a few glasses of that, I didn't care that I was sick anymore."
I'm sorry.
That's why
Look
you
and see who the
get
guy was.
Several days on Wednesday.
Did you see on Facebook Kevin was playing his guitar with his daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was neat.
like that, right?
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
One girl told me that I needed to
Hey, can I have one?
Call,
Have one lot.
a cup of
If you're gonna make a copy, maybe she'll make a copy for you out there.
have you checked around, see if you can
We're
get
gonna
that?
have copies made for everybody.
Oh, she's gonna have
a cup of
copies made
honey,
for everybody.
and then you put a teaspoon of vinegar in it and a teaspoon of Vicks Vapor Rub, and mix that all together, and take a teaspoon or two of that about every 4 to 6
Have you
hours,
checked around, see where you can get some of
and
those?
that would clear up your chest congestion.
It's gonna be dead.
And I thought, well,
Hobby Lobby had some.
I'm slathered from head to toe in Vicks Vapor Rub.
Last time I
If it
was
isn't
there,
seeping into my
Last time I
system
was there, how bad
through
did
my
it say?
pores, I don't know that eating it would do it. I figured I was going to have to take turpentine to get it off of me.
I used to live in Vicks Vapor Rub. I haven't used any of it since I grew up.
Now, I keep that on hand if I get sick. I haven't been sick in 7 years, so you imagine how old that Vicks Vapor Rub was. But man, it didn't lose its
Oh,
potency.
Heineke? Yeah. Yeah, they should have some.
Last time I've been sick like that was back in 2010.
Basketball team.
Yeah.
I am the basketball team now.
Well, I know there's some around, but
Right? I am basketball.
Yeah, hello.
Does it? I've never bought it, I've just happened to see them in there.
Next Saturday.
Yeah. We had some more water. Yeah, but not working.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how good they were.
You ain't going out get my drink.
I'll be right back.
I guess in the company said it's goose egg size.
One side,
Well, that'd be a plus.
yeah. Oh, no, is that where you're going? Well, look at you, you're down in front of you. What are those, Mark? Did you route it out?
It looks like they're on. I guess you can use whatever size you want.
I went out and spot $20.
One router?
No, bid,
Yeah?
Spyro bid.
Yeah, that's what you need, that spiral bit, yeah. Get that baby out.
'Cause I had problems with bid I had before.
Yeah, you gotta have a spiral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiral
You
does
do
it
a
all,
lot of
man.
wood carving now?
When do you
I
want to
did a lot
start
of wood
that?
carving. Yeah, do people come around and buy stuff on you?
I've been waiting on
Yeah,
you.
It
sometimes.
should be the night. You need to put that other thing away.
I will.
But you
Okay.
got that picture,
Uh-huh.
and then you got the internet picture too, remember? You still got
Yes.
that on your book? And I cut this down,
Mm-hmm.
I figured, you know, there's gonna be 3 layers here to your frame.
Right.
So I was gonna do I figured 8 carvers outside and down,
Can I
and
borrow your pencil? So I'm gonna make mine now.
Where you get all that?
So Diana, did you
Oh, I-
lose any of your
you-
grandkids after all?
As you
Yes,
keep
I did.
carving,
I lost
you collect
the
tools.
one.
This third one.
Yeah.
2 grandkids, a neighbor boy.
Just takes a while.
It's gonna be 8.
Oh, you're a woman after my own heart.
She did it on purpose, too.
Mine, too.
Well, I did. Well, I would have lost the neighbor girl, except she went home to get some boots.
Well, that's a smart
I
girl.
actually, I'm taking.
She was only 4.
Is this where I'm taking the 8th off, this one
Do
here?
they live in a subdivision or something?
They're in a subdivision and they have
think I got a
like
lot.
1
He's
acre
got 2 or
lots,
3 toolboxes.
acre and a
I
half.
have not.
And they within an
I
undeveloped
know,
lot.
I need to get
Where
one.
do I start?
So they like to go down the creek and play.
They're pretty good sized lots.
Yeah,
See your cross?
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay, so there we go.
So you wanna stop here, and just, cutting this out.
We sit
I
again.
boost. Let them do whatever they want to do.
So how's business
Get
going?
down here, it's really big, you know.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Over this line.
A little slow right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like it's
Yeah.
inside.
All my customers have coffee.
See, it's about 8 inch, I figured maybe an 8
We're at work.
above this.
Hopefully they didn't buy too much, that way they'll come back.
Oh, they'll be good. I always like this time of year, I was getting customers.
See, I ain't got very far to go.
That they would take their own shit. I can't drink my coffee anymore, that's, yeah, here you go.
Exactly.
That's the whole purpose of it.
That's marketing right there.
Don't get in a hurry, just take your time to.
Well,
This is 1/8 below this.
this is 1 acre below that, this is 4 acres below that. And
Yeah,
this
that's a
is
good marketing. That's the bad thing about stained glass, because what you're doing is stained glass.
Oh, this is 5/8 below
Unless they
that.
got other projects, you don't see them again.
No,
So this
that's,
steps down?
and that's, you know, Christmas is always that time. I did it a lot.
8, 8.
Let me see it, that would
So
be
it
a
goes
whole
down,
glove
so
up
you
over
got
there.
3/8 down from
Pretty
here.
good, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, look at the cuts.
Let me see.
What you making up there, Randy?
This.
Mine was right in the fall.
Doing a
Right
birdhouse?
here.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Santa.
tabletop,
Oh,
Santa head.
okay.
We used to do
Well,
real
it's a
small ones.
top.
Yeah.
Down.
It's a Santa face and a hat and
Whatever
everything.
you use.
That's gonna be hard to
So
do.
it doesn't matter, you know, because.
We were doing some
I'm
little
gonna get the
small
one
ones.
make rabbits, you know. And,
Yeah, that's.
So
well, that comes after you
This is
get,
gonna
you
be
learn
a-
how to use
This is
everything.
gonna be the same height as this.
Yeah, it takes a little
Is that right?
practice,
Height.
little while to.
This is gonna be.
You gotta
learn
do
that
all your
height.
cuts.
Yeah.
Okay. You understand
Some of us
the
never quite
perspective now,
make it.
right? 'Cause this is 1/8 down, all this.
How long were you gone, Diane?
This is gonna be.
How long were you gone?
This is gonna be.
About a week and a half.
Well, it's good, you're not
I
sitting
didn't know
down.
if you'd be here.
trying
I
to-
didn't stay down there.
Right?
No, we got back
So
Saturday.
we're talking, I'm going to
That'll
take
get
this.
See, we've got lots of women that
Yeah.
learn how to do
Maybe
it.
Everywhere,
one
all the way around.
in
All the
lost
Good at it,
5.
too, really.
You what?
I made one and I lost
Pretty
5.
Pretty good.
And made one laugh until she couldn't breathe anymore. It was a success.
You get you done?
Oh, not yet.
Less than that one, all the way around. And then this is the same height as this. Is that right? Or does this go around and this is less?
Too
than
busy
this?
talking.
I'd say this is less than,
Yeah, so this circle, right?
right,
Okay, so then this little bit is less than this. Is that an elevation now?
right, yeah.
Okay, so I would take a pencil and I would start writing on the carving. This is 1/8, this is 1/4 inch, this is 3/8. Right?
Right.
Tom, did business slow down a little bit?
Not much.
Okay, I feel what
I
you're
took off tonight. I should
So this
have
will be.
probably kept working a few more hours.
They getting ready for the next snowstorm? Getting ready for the next snowstorm?
I'm just trying to get,
Catch
And
up?
I would say.
I'm not gonna get caught up, but
Oh, really?
I tried to help you out, because I went out in the shop after a couple of days not being out there. I realized I left the heat on in
Every
there.
time I
Hey,
call him, I
that's
hear him banging around on a tank trying to fill it.
You wanna start?
You know, when we drove home in that house.
Huh? You ready to go home?
No, you work on
You need chair to sit down. You need chair.
You might as well get your chair and pull up there and sit down and watch.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
That's what I would start outlining this first, and then having that.
Sometimes when you watch, you learn too.
This house.
Learn what not to do.
Learn lots of stuff. Yeah, that too.
So from here to there, that's like 1/8.
That too.
Quarter.
That's how it goes with it. It don't happen overnight, I can tell you that. Right now, he's learning how hard it really is to carve.
Yeah.
You know, until you get control of that tide. But you got the first thing that you really got to keep in mind is be safe. Be safe. Don't cut yourself. Don't get going too fast. Take your time. If you take your time, then you won't get hurt. You won't hurt any of your fingers, your piece. Anybody sitting around you, just take your time and enjoy it. It's not a race.
We're not trying to mass manufacture.
We're just killing time here, having a good conversation.
Yeah. Well, it's about enjoying it, you know, relaxing.
It's probably the highest point of the carving.
It is. It's a lot of fun when you get the hang of it.
Okay.
I teach a lot of that, what not to do on my YouTube channel.
Yes, do not do it this way.
If you look it up on the internet.
Oh, when we make bread, we always make bread.
Don't get discouraged because it takes time. You have to
Nate
have a lot
half
of
his stove
patience.
before he got
You have to have
it.
some patience.
Made his into a turtle.
That's a good project there because
The other
it's
one
got a
made a
lot of
snake.
curves in it and it helps you.
Yeah, the other one made just a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I got a bread maker. I ought to get that thing out
Right here, I
and
can't
try to
get
make
that
some more.
one right there.
Well,
Get
that's
it
what
down, give it to the kids to
that's,
play.
They're hard
I wouldn't want to
parts.
spend all
yeah,
Like dough ornaments.
but that's part of the project. That's what you want to learn. You want to learn so you can look at it.
If you do the face, now you got your reference point.
And let you know that it's a little bit harder.
You can take off.
Remember how I showed you taking on the edge? That'll help cut that
That's what
out.
someone do, take it on the edge.
That'll help cut that off. That's why it's got all these curves, because it helps you learn how the grain
You gotta
goes.
get your eyes and everything proportioned, you gotta get all ready to go. You gotta get the-
Thank you.
So I need to get a pair of gloves to do that.
I think I just continue with my little man, and they don't care if he doesn't, he can get punched in the face, it doesn't look any worse than he does
You'd have to get
now.
you some tools first.
Yeah, where I get some to?
I don't know.
So it looks cool.
Well, I can turn your blade over. Wrong way,
Other way.
there you go. Just like that.
I don't know, I'm over here.
Well, it's hard, like I'm sitting here and I'm resting this right here on the table. Look at here. I'm not sure what's your name?
Well, I don't know if you had just.
Well done.
Well,
I think it was.
you're holding it up like this and not only you trying to hold against it, but if you rest your hand like here,
Well done.
rest it right on the table,
Sit back below it on that.
then you've got
I would
something to push
sacrifice myself
against
for you.
rather than having it up in the air. So if you hold it here, you're actually got this helping to hold, the table's actually holding your hand and your hand's holding the piece.
Get it roughed out.
When you're up here like this, you're trying to push on that and you're trying to push against it with your hand and that's what's making you shake. So if you take your hand and put it right,
No, but I can.
Put your hand on the table.
Hand on the table.
there you
Because
go.
you want to copy that out.
That'll help steady that a little bit.
Like that.
Uh-huh.
You copy it over on something else or.
That way you got a little bit more control. It'll take a little practice
Yeah.
and take a
I
little.
get nervous every
Well, that's
time.
all right. That's all right.
I practice the basics.
We'll take little cuts, don't try to take big ones.
Probably I don't seem to find you anywhere.
The object is to keep the knife away from the other end.
I'll send you. I got my phone Saturday, Randy can look at some.
Because if you're like Tom, you gotta make sure the left hand's faster than the right.
I will.
He's still working on that.
Every once in a while.
Are you?
You may have.
You will, one I'll take.
Sounds like a wood.
There was all kinds of apples. 3 different. So I bought 2 rough outs and then I'm just gonna cut another one out like I normally do.
Rule that right off. You said a line right
Is that what
there.
I got? Carvers.
Like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Once you spend about an hour carving, your hand will start aching a little bit. It'll start hurting a little bit. So you can take some breaks every few minutes. Put that down, kind of stretch it, flex your hand, that way it won't start cramping, because you're not used to carving this way. And that'll keep that from cramping on.
Okay.
So she's going to.
Like that, right?
Yep.
Now, Phil, that don't have no hump on it.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty smooth. When you try to sharp knife when it's smooth like that.
I have a friend that lives in North Dakota that they do a lot of scroll saw type work and everything and produce a lot of sawdust.
Yeah.
So she's developed a product called Sawdusto.
Sometimes when you're handling it, it'll come off.
It's sawdust that she mixes with this special glue that she formulated. It's a natural glue. And you make stuff out of it. You mix the sawdust with this glue. And so I'm doing a collaboration with her for the 4th of July to make, she's going to have like 10 people on a panel. I'm going to be one of them. And we're going to show how to make stuff with this Sawdusto product that she's come up with.
How much easier that is?
Like that.
So she said about 1st of February she's going to be sending me out a sample of that for me to practice around with and play with. I've already got an idea for what I want to do with it.
What are you gonna do with it?
Nice and steady.
What's her name?
I'm going to make, or I'm going to try, we'll see how it works, but making belt buckles. I've got belt buckle blanks, and you make whatever design you're going to put in it. Now I'm thinking something red, white, and blue, maybe flag design, or red, white, and blue with a star in the middle of it or something.
And he gets used to the knife, he gets used to
So that's something I've got coming up.
wood's a little harder, so you know you gotta push a little harder.
And she wanted me to do something that ain't nobody else has done.
How to use that knife.
Of course.
It's interesting, you know, when you're cutting food.
And I said, well, what's everybody else done? And so she kind of gave me a list. I didn't have anything really to look at, but I thought, well, it doesn't sound like anybody's tried to do that with it yet.
You'll be surprised how much dirt.
There you go.
Like that, right?
Yep. Now remember, you wanna do.
I know, but
You wanna do your edges, edges, and that leaves that point right there, and then you carve that down. It's a process of taking that wood down.
Does she have siblings?
That way you're not trying to take off so much at one time.
Are they all close?
Yeah, no, I still do that. I do that too.
That way.
I get busy talking or looking at somebody else, and next thing I know, it's not cutting. It happens.
Now, Phil, that look all right?
See, the best place to sit is across from him,
Yeah, it's
so
pretty smooth.
just listen. You don't have to ask him anything, just
Still got a long
listen.
ways to go.
I know.
Be the grasshopper.
Remember, it's not a race. You gotta take your time. No, yours all right. You're right.
Probably wouldn't hold a lot of detail.
I couldn't laugh there, but it was later.
But that's an ornamental insult to a woman. I know you never had to deal with that, but believe me, that's,
Check your
that's
blade
it.
again.
Yeah.
Always look at your blade before you put it to the wood.
Wrong way.
No, you're right. You're right.
What, to make that mistake?
Yeah.
I have too. I keep my mouth shut.
Other way.
There you go.
There he is.
Hey there.
Oh, wow, so
Yeah, Mom.
He must knew you was gonna be here.
You can stand right here if you want. Yeah, you got stand, they got chairs.
Well, that's pretty good. He didn't offer that seat to me.
But I said he could stand right there, do you?
Well, I'd find you a chair.
I did.
There, Tom's got my chair.
You get taller that way, huh? How you doing? That's great.
I must have hauled a bunch of chairs out of here. There used to be more than enough.
I mean, I've had some people in the beginner class not have half that at the end of an hour.
That happens.
So you're doing pretty
You
good.
got more wood and flow got flipped off.
Yeah, Flo's down there scratching or whatever.
Hey,
he's
what's
doing.
going on?
We're just comparing piles of chips,
Oh, I've got a few.
but you bring yours with you.
They're on to you.
Over the year.
Trying to make enough wood shavings that she can send them to Texas for them chickens. And I need some bedding in that cold weather down there.
I know.
It'd be a lot cheaper just to go to the store, farm store.
Yeah, I know.
Small, but
It's $4 and some at Orson for
There you go.
8 cubic
They
feet.
surely have a rule king or something.
Take a break. drink some of your pop beer. That hand's gonna get sore if you keep at it that hard.
I've never worked so hard as my hand hurt.
Time he got right
My
here.
never hurts, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's a V tool there. That's called a palm tool.
Palm tool, what's that?
I remember.
Palm tool because it fits in the palm of your hand.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got this flat part on here so you can hold it like that.
Went out
That's for making different.
today, got my nails done, and went to post office. I went over to Muncie to Michael's, and then I come back and hit Walmart, lay in some food, and
Then you go.
first time I've been out of the house in 3 weeks. I come home, I get all the groceries unloaded, put away, and I go and I sit down on the couch for about 30 minutes to check the email and stuff. And I thought, okay, now you gotta get up, gotta get ready, gotta let the dogs out so you can go to the meeting. I stood up, and my arthritis had just set rigor mortis into every joint in my body. I said, well, I think you're going to stand here for about 5 minutes, try to get the feeling back, so that you can move, get your joints working. Oh, Lord.
Feel better when you had it down like
I
that?
wasn't used to moving around, laid there for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've been getting to do that too.
They don't start.
Getting older, bitch.
Oh, man.
People don't realize just how much strength it takes to make cuts like that. That's why I say take the little cuts. Weldon, watch here. When you're taking little cuts, just do little ones like this.
Oh, like that?
Just do little ones. You're trying to go the whole length of it. Just do little ones like that.
Oh, like
Because you don't have to push as hard.
did like,
Yeah, just like that.
Of course, I never got to run one of the actual seams.
Lay it down on the table.
There you go.
Else there that
Wrong way.
Always check your blade of your knife before you start cutting. Now look and see where your pencil marks are on the other side of your piece.
long came.
Yeah.
Stop
Oh, I
for
got
just a
that
second.
for Christmas.
Turn this around.
That's swing.
So you're getting close to the point here. So you want to start working on this.
So get along with
It's
it.
like plastic.
Okay?
Great.
But that would be fun.
You don't want to go past the pencil marks.
yeah, I try and get
Go
that.
on the other side, well done.
Yeah, I try and get that side done.
Let me pencil in that for you real quick.
So now you'll.
So you can see it.
Use that carves now. Yes, I do.
Mark it.
Now I got what you
Ink
charge.
pen. That won't work.
Are you
Introduce the kids to carbon paper.
Yeah?
They've never seen carbon paper.
Are you kidding me?
Other kids.
Because you want to constantly look at that.
I did
So
that
you're
with
already there.
Come here, I'll show you something. Now, write your name on it.
So what you're wanting to do is just start taking this part here. All this comes off. So you can actually start
Come here,
here.
Jacob, I want to show you a magic trick.
Don't go here anymore. Just start cutting here.
No, you didn't. You wrote that on there before. So, I mean, she does the whole showman thing. Look, I have 2 new pieces of paper. Nothing on this side, nothing on this side. You examine it
How you
yourself.
doing on your side,
I mean,
buddy?
she goes through the whole thing. I'm just dying laughing. Yeah, so she does
You got a lot
four.
of that cleaned up.
Did you do that? Nicholas, come here with a magic trick for you.
Yeah, sometimes people yell at you at home.
You want me to write
There's
down
a
on people?
gal, her woman, the YouTube videos. She was
Now what you want to do is come back to here.
probably about 2 months
See
ago.
the line way over here?
And she
Come back here and just
was
keep cutting.
tracing, she had
Come
a
back over here on this side.
piece of paper
Yeah.
that she had
Just go back and forth.
fussy cut this
Back and forth.
design out. And she's laid it down on another piece of paper, and she's drawn around each piece of, I mean, it's very intricate things, like a snowflake type, you know.
Charlie, are we gonna start this next week?
So, it's a live chat on there, so I asked, I said,
He'll have it done next
where
year.
is your carbon paper? You could have just traced it on carbon paper. She says, well, I don't have any.
How's it going? Ready to get home all right?
Make it a new.
Progressive doesn't have it. Walmart doesn't have it.
I think I ordered mine off of Amazon.
Yeah. Well, Mom,
You ever
before
step
she
away?
died, she wanted carbon
You didn't
paper.
move in another one, did
Looked all
you?
over the place. And I finally went, well, why don't I look at Progressive Office?
Tuesday, Monday night, I don't know last night.
Well, then the other.
Right there.
Turn your light.
Since the
Turn your
sheet.
light.
The sheets I got great big, you know, like you could do engineer designs and stuff with this. And so I just took one of the great big sheets and mailed it to her. I thought, for crying out loud, I mean, you're wasting my time on it. Yeah. I mean, she's sitting there wasting my time on the video.
Yeah.
Left hand on the
Straight out with this, when she could have done the video and said, hey, look, it's all you gotta do, you know, trace this out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a true community carving.
It was like 2 hours, like, God. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
Now let me see, how close you get to it? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll be right here in Patty's Lane.
Well, there's your line right here, where you wanna go to
I
that.
just get amazed
Keep
sometimes.
working on that side, and get it looking like that.
My
Okay?
cousins came over. We got magic paper, huh, Cindy?
Remember, little cup.
That's what they called it from then on, magic paper.
What would they call a rotary dial telephone?
Emma come back from her dad says, we went to this museum and me and my cousin, whatever, we learned how to do a rotary dial telephone. I'm like, is it a museum? Wait a minute, Grandma, feel old here, kid.
Back here a little bit further.
What would they do if they had to deal with a party line?
Start,
Oh
okay.
my God.
When I was a kid, we had 13 families on our party line.
We didn't have that many, but
Yeah, that'd be too hard for me.
We'll do the top here, then we'll do the bottom.
Our real hobby is.
Dad didn't get off of the party line until
In here, so we're gonna do that part.
it was up in the,
See, I am probably
You start giving
too.
me your old.
Yeah,
it was in 1983
Take and do the.
that he finally got off the party line, because that was the year that my stepmother passed away. And
Then that leaves this part in.
I was used to living in town. At the time, we owned a house in Inglewood. And, I mean, you know, I hadn't had party line since I'd left home in 75. Well, when she passed away, I went out to the farm from the hospital to help Dad notify the relatives. And so I just picked up the phone, you know, and started dialing the phone numbers, and I put it to my grandmother.
Yeah, usually that whole profile, that bird's cut out, so you're just around.
I said, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. We're going through a bit of grief here at the house. We've had a death in the family. I was only trying to notify the relatives. So if you'd be so kind as to ring me back when you decide to finish your conversation so that I can notify some relatives of our demise here, I'd greatly appreciate it, and hung up the phone. And I mean, it wasn't 5 seconds till the phone rang back. Oh, we're really sorry. I said, well, you might want to be careful who you're cussing out the next time.
Usually that's the last thing, because it's so fragile.
And it was right after that the phone company decided that they was going to take the party line away out there and put everybody on the for you.
Yeah, well, you know.
I tell you, that was a royal mess. And nosy people, I mean, if you made a call,
everybody listens in.
everybody was listening in on every conversation you had.
Kind of like social media before social media.
Yeah.
When I get done with it, you ain't gonna tell what it's looking like.
Remember one time my grandma called up the house.
What is it?
It was around 11 or 12 o'clock at night. She called and told my dad, well, you got to get down here quick. Something's happened to Rove, her dog. And so Dad threw on his clothes and his boots, you know, runs down there. Well, he had set a trap to catch whatever was getting into the chickens. And Rove had got in the trap. And Granny was all upset because she said that the neighbors probably thought she was just awful. She'd interrupted their telephone conversation, told them it was an emergency so she could get a hold of Dad. And she said the neighbors probably think I'm awful, interrupting their conversation, and have him come and help me with that dog, to get that dog out of that trap.
So you've never done any carving at all before?
Yeah.
Long time ago?
Yeah, I do crap now.
One time my mom was talking to her sister and they
Duck,
and
rabbit.
you could always tell when somebody's listening in on the phone because the audio
Yeah.
would go down. And so she's talking, and her sister says, "I'm having trouble hearing you." And she says, "Well, it's because so-and-so down the road down there." She says she's always listening in on everybody's conversation because she thinks she has to know everything that they're doing. And then Mom heard a click, and the audio came back up. See, and so they finished their conversation and hung up, and she had no more than hung up the phone when the phone rang, and it was the neighbor she had accused, saying, "How dare you accuse me of listening?"
You wouldn't know that.
Oh, that was funny.
She wanted some more.
You want to carve this edge all the way over
Kids
there?
these days will never know the joys of that.
Or making the prank phone calls. Did you ever do the prank phone calls? Is your refrigerator running? They run kitchen. You got Prince Albert in the can. Better let him out. Call the bowling alley. You got 10-pound bowling.
That's why this is such a good product.
The kids will play like pizza parties. There's like machines, and they got like sticky balls. And one little kid comes up, just in the middle. And I look around like, don't you dare say it, don't you say it. After the kid went back for more sticky balls.
And then you're going to carve this side of the line.
Oh, and I got healed. And there's nothing wrong with my hand.
That way.
One little girl, she's a cousin. She's 4, and she found a broken
Make sure your thumb's
dagger
all the way on that glove.
and a magnet glass. Most of us call them magnet glass. She take the magnet glass and examine it really good, and then she take the other thing and heal us. She's throwing out the pain. And after she had done healing us, she goes,
Thumb in the way. This thumb here. Don't get that way that much. They won't stop everything.
Talk about jumps from the ceiling. You're being healed. It's a miracle.
she had to go empty her dagger because it only held so much pain. Oh my God.
It's like he had to go empty his shorts because they could only handle so many.
Well, we had them because their daddy got a little loop, actually a lot loop, and fell in the shower and cracked his head.
You guys here for the moment?
Cracked his skull in 3 places, I think.
Ow.
Yeah, the story changed several times.
Always a lot going on
We
here.
ended up with our kids, so
Oh, man.
Seems like it.
we got healed, so.
Yeah. It needed some healing.
My hand told us we should fix it. Fix her name. There is nothing
You
wrong
act
with
on
your
like
hand.
my game. Sadie, I got it. Next side.
And if you say there is, I'm going to smack you with this until you decide there's not.
Yes, she healed our hair too, and
Right
sometimes
down
she
there.
healed us very vigorously.
This doesn't go down, this just carries over.
Hopefully,
I'll teach you to have something wrong with you.
Yeah, exactly. I said there is nothing wrong with you. No, there is nothing wrong with you. Never mind that you now have bruises.
Nothing wrong with you. A few bruises, they'll heal in a couple days.
That's right. You'll be fine. Otherwise,
That ain't too bad for roughed out shape.
no.
Take it home, sand it up good. Now, when you did yours, did you put wire from top to bottom in the bottom of it? Or did you put the screw eye in?
Sure I am.
Okay. Because I've seen them done both ways.
I showed it to you, but I gave it to Michael.
We're
So.
gonna get too thin up here and then it's gonna burn.
I thought I'd give it a shot, see if I could make a few of those.
And boy, I like it.
I got started talking to him about, has a pond in his backyard, he's got bluegill in his little pond, and he said that he was wanting to try his hand at making some of these, and I said, you know, I think I'll try it, see what I come up with. So, I went to looking at different patterns for them and different ways that they was made, and we got into a conversation about the closest I ever come to making a fishing lure years ago. I was doing all kinds of flea markets with my crafts and stuff, and I made earrings that had feathers on them. And I had a case sitting on my table that had these earrings with feathers, and all these guys kept coming around looking at these, and then they'd, mutter to themselves and walk off. And finally, some guys started talking to me and said, oh, I thought they were fishing lures. And I said, well, you know what? I said, you can take them out fishing with them, and then bring them home, dry them off, and you can give them to your wife.
There was somebody up here when they had the farmer's market festival, had a whole big tray of handmade fishing lures, selling them for $1.
Wow.
You're trying to use the tip of the blade?
Like, you making what?
The middle.
Nothing.
Negative 10 cents an
Yeah.
hour?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not making nothing like that, because hand tying them feathers and stuff.
This these single feathers, they just had the hook.
Okay.
Flex on you. That's why it's so hard.
Were they like this? Okay.
Yeah, a little fatter. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the ones that are just feathers, all hand tied. I mean, that's intricate.
You pull that knife away.
You know, I mean, I've got the magnifying jewelry glasses and stuff where, I could do that. But you have to have vices, and you have to have special, like, tweezer type tools for that fine thread and stuff that you use on them. Because I've read up on it. I probably have 2 or 3 books around the house on how to do it. But I've never been able to get all the equipment and...
My family doctor did
Look at your blade. Before you even
Yeah.
start, make sure it's going the right
today.
direction.
He was on
And you always carve away from it.
the
Now look at your blade.
industry.
There you go.
Oh, I thought,
Make sure your
check out.
critters on the way.
Take a little at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it on the side bed, keep it on the bottom of the bed, my hip down.
There you go.
I always walk out of here looking like I have rolled in the shavings. You can't get there from here.
Watch your hand. They wouldn't let me set up or anything for 8 hours.
Well, you could.
You could have crawled
8
under.
hours, I would.
My time's up there, crawl under,
Not yet.
somebody help me get out.
They put a weight on you after she got done there, they put a weight on the weight.
It's all the way around, okay?
Where you make it.
You could just wait. I was gonna be your.
Remember where that line was?
Could be,
I think it's Picasso.
We'll start right here in the middle.
Like this.
And you always carve away from it.
Yeah, so
If you're gonna carve that way, you need to turn the piece around.
Here in the box, looked up the screen.
Like that?
Like that.
Here the block is.
No.
And,
You gotta keep this hand out of the way. So,
Well then. You gotta go away from you.
I actually got to
this
go
one,
and towards you.
this
Yeah.
one's kinda hard.
I haven't been to a movie theater. Well, I haven't even seen a movie, even on TV or nothing, in years.
I haven't either. That's what I got to see.
Because you're gonna be carving towards your hand. So you have to turn the piece
Wasn't as
around.
bad as I expected.
And you have to hold it back here.
However,
It's best if you keep it flat on the ground.
because of the.
Then you can just come in here.
yours wasn't that great.
Then when you
The
get here
last
in
one
the
I saw
middle,
was the help, and that was the
here's the other
book.
one.
I've got Comcast there at the house, and I've just got the basic cable.
Yeah.
And
Right here.
they have not the basic cable down to there is hardly anything on at all. PBS.
This way.
And there's a couple channels that's got the old TV shows on them, like 70s Show and, some of that stuff.
If you look at, the wood always has grains. It looks like wood has all these little fine lines. It looks like all these fine lines. And what happens is, when you're carving, if you go up this way against it, you spread these apart. This like opens up. And that's when you see this stuff here just start tearing.
If this is down in
If you carve out this direction, you're like smoothing that out as you're carving there. And it makes it nice and smooth like this here. That's why that's so smooth, because that grain is running like this,
These get pretty radical.
and you're causing it to grow.
So did I have to take a little bit more off?
That run around I did today wore me out.
Pretty quick.
Not used to it.
Let me give you your night.
It's only 7 o'clock, I feel like it ought to be midnight.
Only what?
It's only 7 o'clock, I feel like it ought to be midnight.
Because this is the true bottom, right?
Right.
Yeah, and the whole time we were
So
gone,
you said that.
we didn't see the first vegetable.
There we go.
Like, God, is this how you people live? I like meat and potatoes as much as anybody else, but vegetable potatoes, we had vegetables tonight.
Go on
And I
that.
know it's gonna be a shock to your system.
Oh, then go on that, honey.
That reminds me, I forgot to get peas. I was gonna get some peas at the store today. I can see I'm gonna have to make another trip tomorrow, because I thought about 6 things that I should have got at the store and I didn't get
Rest
them.
that wood on the table.
I thought just not go through the end of
You
the
have it down there like that, it makes it so much easier.
Well, I try to keep a good supply of stuff laid in, especially in the winter, because I don't like loading groceries over top of
I
the
let it
frozen
go
tundra.
because, you know, we were gone.
We cut down a half.
That's just some tough stuff with there.
Trying to drag it in over top of the snow and the ice. I'm always afraid I'm gonna fall and break a hip or, you know, do something drastic. So I try to get everything laid in before the weather gets bad, and that way I don't have to go
You
out.
make some nice big pieces on that.
Hopefully I do too.
Now look at your
Gone.
pencil drawing,
Yeah.
make sure you're not going fast.
The cat has gone crazy.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're home. Why don't I lay on you?
Yep.
You don't let me touch you. Why should you lay on me?
Did you have somebody come and take care of her while you was
Well, they
gone?
come in and, you know, feed and water and reach down and pet her. Okay. I don't know where she was, but she had leaves all over her the first time we saw her. What the hell you doing? You can't lay it in my flower pots. I'm not exactly sure where she was. Or what she was doing or with whom.
That's my dog.
That's not doll. It's a you're in some hard blood.
Hey, sweetheart. How you doing?
It just takes a lot of strength in your hands. It really does.
Piece of wood.
It's a tombstone.
Okay.
It goes to the Halloween puzzle that I haven't finished yet.
You haven't finished that moose and the bear and the canoe yet either,
I
have
haven't
you?
finished, no. They're stuck in the ice. They can't move.
Yeah, they just took a stand.
No. No, I've been busy maiming the grandchildren.
I don't get
How far I go?
Well, we
I got
don't.
to talk to my little
All the way to the point.
2-year-old. Well, she's been 2 in a few days. And she doesn't talk very much, or she didn't talk really. I heard her say, Grandpa.
Oh, that's good. Grandpa's good.
It was over FaceTime. We talked to her
Oh,
over
that's
FaceTime,
cool.
so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, mine don't sit still far enough to do that.
Oh, well, she doesn't. She's bringing this book. She brought a book over and showed us I had ice cream on it because I fed her ice cream.
Right. You're a good grandpa.
See how skinny this head is right
I'm
here?
her favorite grandpa.
That's why you have to work on the size of it right here to bring it in. So it's
That's
skinny.
good. So that you're different than you are when you're here?
There you go. It's getting there.
That's my granddaughter.
Just a little bit at
The
a
only one I
time.
got. The grandsons, I'm a little bit different with them too. One of them I don't know, that's a step grandson. And then the other, my granddaughter's brother's 18. But I intimidate him, so we're okay there.
Take a break.
And the other
Take more than a
two,
sip. You can take a break for a couple minutes.
towards farmland.
That wood ain't gonna go anywhere.
10 and 12, I think.
She's talking more than she's curving. That happens a lot.
I can't pack up them, but they
The steps were there this time. We didn't hardly see them because one's 13 and one's 15. And 15-year-old, I think, for the week we were there, we saw them maybe 10 or 15 minutes.
Really?
And the last,
They were younger than that for some reason.
they were.
They grew up.
They've aged.
How's that happen?
I don't know, time passes.
That one pretty good.
Not right.
No.
There you go. That'll help make it easier.
My
When you're holding your
four-year-old
knife,
grandson, he grew a lot this
when
last
you're
year.
holding your knife, different like that.
He's a big boy. I mean, he's heavy and he's fat, but you know, he's
So you just need to.
That's all right.
he loves to tease me more so than the other one.
But I guess on the big ones.
Like that.
Just don't go
Steps
too
don't
far
like
down
being there.
here.
They hate being there. They want to go home to their mother. They never want to see their father, which is understandable the way you treat them.
Start up here, start up here.
They can't treat them right. Somebody's going to yell at you all the time. You really want to go over to their house? Exactly. And he doesn't understand that. So, besides, they're teenagers. They're going to be little snots. So, but the others were and they all survived fairly well. No broken bones this time.
Okay. Didn't hurt anybody, huh?
Just a lot of wood on there and got a pretty good pile of chips there.
I thought about letting my drug card.
Not down there. Stay back here.
Busy when
Okay,
they're.
don't do this up here. You're gonna get that too thin and then it's gonna break.
Everybody
Stay right in here.
I quit working, probably one at a time.
Yeah, that's why I do with chicken. It's just one at a time, and just you, and you gotta do it on your own. Except you sit down like this on the table, and oh God, no. Cut your face off.
It's difficult to explain that stab wound in her cheek.
Yeah. You can't only have one eye now.
Email this to
Look on this side up here.
Just put a ring in it.
Oh God. Dad would have a cat. Which is an expression they don't understand.
Yeah.
Try explaining that.
Maybe
What did you say, Grandma? Away from your dad would have a cow.
Say it's groovy.
Always carve away. Never turn around and carve toward you. Always carve away.
Turn your knife around.
I feel old. If I don't feel bad enough, can't chase after him anymore.
Try explaining to them that when we grew up, we didn't have computers. We didn't have the Game Boy, whatever game console stuff that they got. We never had any of that. No
We didn't have
computers.
magic paper.
We didn't have cell phones.
Yeah.
We had spiralgraphs,
I didn't have a spiral graph. That was for the rich kids.
So you say
and
you
we
make
had
crafts?
there was the
Yeah.
creepy
You
crawlers.
make crafts?
We had board games.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you
Well,
make?
I buy
Oh,
crap.
that was the other
I
thing
make
that
hard
Emma was
clay.
into.
And she like it on the hard clay. I
She
let
take
it
it
dry.
and wipe off their
It'll get
faces
real
so
hard.
then she could just put a
She
new
gets
face
done
on
making
it.
clay and paint them.
My favorite
Oh,
to my
yeah,
dog.
I make eye tray.
Yeah, a few years ago I saw that on, was it YouTube or I don't know, some video where it was a big art thing where they would go buy these dolls and bring them home and use like acetone and stuff to take the faces off and repaint a new face on it.
You're pretty busy all the time. You're doing all that.
Make them custom, call them custom dolls, for whatever kind of eye color and, putting this big makeup job and stuff on these little girls' dolls.
Hand, and you take
So we had
that
tiny
tears like that.
I know.
Betsy.
I had tiny tears. Had Betsy.
Oh, yeah.
And we had easy bake oven.
She said, well, come out back the last time.
And
I'd say
these
after
kids
5 years, you probably make quite a few.
what language are you speaking?
A lot of birdhouses.
Got an easy bake
I'm gonna
oven
make
for
you
Christmas.
one.
A lot of
And I
cuts.
realized
I can make
I don't have light bulbs. Enough Santa gifts. So Santa gave her a
So
light
did you
bulb.
make any for
Santa gave me a
Christmas?
light bulb.
Oh, yeah.
Turn your blade around.
Trust me, it's okay.
I remember my stepson was about
So did you make
10 years old maybe
birdhouses for gifts?
when he came for a visit. He lived in California and he came to visit us and brought his Nintendo game systems, which he had to hook up to my television set, which meant that my VCR had to be unplugged from the TV to have all this stuff hooked into it and everything else. Couldn't record my shows, because he had to have this game. So
It's not as easy as
the
something.
night he gets there, of course, it has to go in immediately.
Of course.
nobody's going to bed till this thing gets hooked up. But I said, okay, you're not playing with it till tomorrow now because we gotta get to bed. So we all go to bed, get up the next day, and of course, every word out of his mouth was playing them games on the computer. Of course. Well, we get the farm work and everything done that we need to get done, and I said, okay, we got a little time now, you can play your game. So I'm sitting there in the living room, and he's got his controller, and he turns this thing on, and I said, what's the name of this game you're playing? He says, it's called something about dragons. And I forget exactly what it was, but it had something to do with dragons. I thought, okay, well, this might be interesting. So I'm sitting there, and it's all I'm seeing is two characters on the screen beating the holy hell out of each other. I mean, there's blood, they've got chains and knives, and they're just beating the crap out of each other. And so I watched this for about 15 minutes, and I said, where is the dragon? I'm waiting for the dragon. He says, there is no dragon. I said, what's the name of the thing? Dragon means that ain't no dragon is. All I'm seeing is they beat the hell out of each other. And he says, well, it's just the name of the game. I said, turn that thing off. Yeah. I made him turn it off. I unhooked it from my TV, put my VCR back up, and I said, you'll play that when you go back home. We have no time for a bunch of foolishness like that. We're not teaching you how to beat the crap out of each other.
I will give them credit. They do not, well, the 15-year-old is.
It's realistic.
You know, like I said, he didn't want to be there, which is understandable. But the little kids, they do watch videos, but Jacob's into dinosaurs. Anything dinosaurs, they watch it. And then, of course, Emma's into wiping off the doll's faces.
That's what yours is gonna look like.
Pretty good. He does large pieces.
What's that noise? That's the phone.
He's really pretty good.
That was his.
I don't know.
I think it's a dinner bell.
Dick Clown.
Dinner bell.
I think so.
He might be good. I don't know him.
You ain't got the crap done, huh?
What's
You didn't got there to call the guys.
Comedy
Pretty much.
Other way, well done.
But yeah, I wasn't very popular over that game thing. But, you know, his mother was all mad because I wouldn't let him play the thing, and I thought, can't we do something that's educational, or I mean, you know, go out and look at the bugs or something in the yard. It's more educational than playing that thing like people beating the crap out of each other on the TV set. I mean, I could just imagine what my mother would have said. You know, I was very calm. She would have taken the thing out and thrown it in the trash, what she'd have done. So you ain't got no business playing it here, there, or anywhere. I was nice and let him take it back with him.
We'll just take a little bit at a time. Yeah, there you go. Just a little.
So they're going to be in Michigan?
Right, Midland, Michigan.
Midland? I know they have one in Midland and Livonia.
They have one in Livonia?
Yeah, it's usually in the summer.
This is May.
Other way.
It's a week in May. You don't want to do that. You know, the basins and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting better at my
Yeah, I'll have to get me some of them little bitty screw eyes. I don't think I got any of them at the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it like that.
Get me some treble hooks.
You'll do what the instructors show you,
One screwed in
and then you'll do
to his
what
nose.
Then there should be one in the belly and one in the tail.
Yeah.
you'll learn to
They had some of them where they had just made a cut right straight down the middle of it, and then they took a piece of wire and some pliers, and they made a loop at this end, and they ran it down to about there, and they made another loop there, and then down to the tail, and made another loop at the tail and cut it off. They'd set it in that slit, and they glued it in with epoxy.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'm gonna stay.
And I thought, well, I would think if you're not splitting the wood, that putting the screw eyes in should work
Yeah.
It's tough.
probably even better because you wouldn't have to deal with that epoxy.
You know, I went to character and it was hard for me to make the goofy eyes like they do on some of these pieces because I was so used to doing realistic.
Yeah, I like that hydro painting that guy did on them.
So it's hard
You
to
tried
do.
that?
I have done it with
all the time.
bases. I did a mailbox once. I just used oil paint though. I didn't use spray paint. He was using spray paint with his, but I wouldn't know why it would be any different as long as it's an oil-based paint. And I even did a show on it here a while back. I don't know, September I think it was, where I showed how to marbleize.
What was that lady's
Put a
name?
little borax in the water and then drop the paint in, and then you take like a skewer or toothpick or something and just put a little swirl in it. You don't want to mix it, you just put a little swirl in it, and it stands right on top of the water. And then whatever it is you want to dip in it, you just dip it straight down, then you move the paint off the top of the water and pull it back out. And the paint that you put it through sticks to your object.
But she's done some people.
And he had a bunch of really pretty ones. He'd done like blue and white and orange and
Kinda like having it around.
different colored ones that he'd done, or some green on them. And but that would be simpler than trying to put the scales on and, you know, all that.
Yeah, because mine had one color up here and then one color down here and then
The only thing I
Well, this job I
I
started
don't enjoy getting birds.
4 weeks ago.
Takes too much
Yeah, I'm
time.
figuring I'd sand that down and then I put the details in it
Doesn't sell well, you know, so I just
Other way.
say, look,
and drill it and put the
the guy that I learned how to
screw eyes in it, was attached to the hooks.
and he's passed away since, but I was so intrigued looking at his birds and how he painted them and how real they look. And so he and I sat down for 2 days and he showed me how he painted them and all his little techniques, and I learned a lot from that. And I told him, I said, I don't like carving birds. He says, it's just not your thing. I said, no, not really.
I just think it's
I was trying to do that more.
What's your place back?
Yeah, I can't.
If you look at how close you are on this side as compared to this side, it just takes a little bit of cuts. And look at all that wood that's going.
You just did that in an hour.
That's a lot of cuts.
You know, an hour.
So now, if you look at the distance between this edge here and the pencil line, you've done quite a bit there. You got a lot more to take off on this side. So you can start over here on that side and start taking some off. Just carve away from it. You got your,
Go down.
and turn your blade.
On a team.
There you
How's your
go.
blade like supposed
He's ready once in 1995.
Actually, it's, you don't carve towards you, always
Caramel apple, 6 inch, it comes up,
start.
Put it on the table.
On team with.
for a pound of coffee.
Here you go.
Hey, sold the first pound.
Hold up, sir.
And had the first person come in and ask her.
I have a sample of the thing tasted.
No.
I heard their advertising. And it sounded
Vegetables and less,
Carbs, just take a little at a time.
Okay, that's protein. All right.
Did all this out
That's
tomorrow.
what everyone says,
Just like
protein, fruits and vegetables, and forget the breads.
And if you'll, when you set it down like that, you can cut take a little bit
I'm 60 years.
I know, it's been cold, hasn't it?
But I heard their
Don't go towards the tip.
advertising.
Stay up here.
How's your vacation?
The garage stays warm.
There's a scale right there.
Vacation. What's a vacation?
I left the
She's
winter.
off for 2 weeks of school.
I heard Missouri got a lot of rain. They got bad weather down there.
3 days.
Well, we got rain and snow
Years ago, they
coming.
had someone had a contest and then they
One more person says that and I'm gonna stab him.
We are gonna have rain.
You come see me Monday?
I will see you Monday.
Uh-oh.
If you want me to see you Monday, I will see you.
Maybe if you can't do Monday, but yeah.
Do I?
If it's not be Tuesday or Wednesday even, that's okay.
Okay, next week.
This, I can,
I know you're busy.
left in the same price.
You're looking good there.
They're saying it's liable to warm up to about 40 degrees come about next Wednesday and Thursday, so So
Weather's warmed up, so.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that, man, I thought
Other way.
Till next week.
I'll get
This is
it.
my
Until it breaks loose again?
Yeah.
So what'd you do? How'd you get
I don't know, I think this got caught on something, that's four.
Away from the house.
well, anyway, what I was saying a while ago is I always try to let him get a good supply of food for the wintertime.
Right there.
Ben,
Yeah, bad thing.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
I didn't
I would have hated to have been sitting there sick as I was, knowing that I needed to go to the grocery store because there wasn't no food in the
We
house.
just finished up last week.
I didn't feel like eating much, but you know, when you're sick, whatever you want to eat, you want it there.
It's that way every
You ain't wanting to go out hunting.
I'd have 15 niggers in there, I got
Trying to
eating like
get-
crazy.
I got
One
12.
car went by us.
We got like 3 or 4 of each piece, and we've got
And it was worth it right there, baby. Right there.
different ones. So we're trying to stockpile.
Oh, yeah, this one right here would've killed me.
At least by July or
Right on the
August.
dashboard. And so then we go, look at the next car is blanket lights back and forth.
Look at that smile.
My memory's so
And
bad.
there it was, right?
What's the latest
So
one you
we
said?
Leah, got her.
thankfully our deductible's $100. But they said it was
Yeah, she's pretty good.
$4,500.
I aggravated the hell out of my cockatiel while I was sick. I found
Oh, you can.
on YouTube where there was
Backside.
Will they allow you to get more?
audio for teaching birds to whistle songs, and I played the hell out of it.
Well, how many days?
Yeah, you wanna get the high step.
He's so mad at me.
You decide I wanna do the face.
He
He
tells me to shut up all the time.
But are you with the same instructor those 5 days?
Every time I start whistling something, you know, trying to get him going,
If it takes
he tells me to shut up.
one instructor for 5 days. I know some of those rendezvous.
shouldn't have told him shut
You'll have a
up.
different instructor every day.
Well, I don't know where he picked it up. Maybe me hollering at the dogs, because I tell them to shut up.
Smaller projects like
many you
this,
3.
so that you can kind of get close to finish by the end of the
Australian
day.
Shepherds.
She'll carve straight 10 hours, 12 hours. Have you ever done?
I don't have it, Gracie.
No, that's much information as a
So how long?
Yeah, Cockatiel's biggest claim to fame is he likes to wolf whistle at me when I get up in the morning.
Likes to do what?
Wolf whistle at me.
Yeah, okay, I don't know how somebody will with it actually.
Thank you for the compliment. I look like hell, hair standing on
It
end.
doesn't matter.
I'm like,
Bird thinks you look good.
if there's any time that you need to be made to feel pretty, that's the
They
time.
want you to get your money. If you get a good instructor, they do. Depends
That's
on
why I
the
was
project.
wanting you to look at hours because I can't. I don't know.
So,
Apparently I
have you
got
got on
one
the
of those
site to
bags
see
up
what
here, like
projects
this
they
straight up.
I've been going
Every
to the
time I turn
website
around, one of those
today,
kids is
and
pushing my bags down.
it's on there.
I had my hair cut 3 weeks ago, and the girl did not do what I told her to do at all.
They got their phone
Not at
numbers.
all.
I got narrowed down to 2.
I got a picture of it on my phone, and I showed her
Ask them what they
what I wanted.
Cost of the piece, because sometimes they'll charge you for the event
I had it
and also
colored
for your rough out.
the way I wanted it colored. She didn't do too bad with that, so a little darker than I wanted.
And
But
ask them what tools should I bring, what size.
up at Walmart, at the
Those are the only tools I got.
Well,
whatever that beauty shop's called. That's the cut she was supposed to get.
pick one project.
That is not what I got.
Some instructors bring some
She
tools
kept
along them out.
complaining about customers that didn't like the way that she did their hair and how she had 5 years experience cutting hair.
I wouldn't get too
And
aggressive.
she knew what she was doing the whole time she's doing my hair.
But some
We're going to have
fairly
everybody's
simple,
kids
but
go out and
something
find
that you
the
can
Easter
learn
eggs
from.
that you don't
I
like.
like the way she
You know, 5 days, so you spend a couple $100.
I want to find somebody else.
Money on
'Cause
tools.
I'm sick and tired of listening to, oh, I'm taking this class in bow and
Put
work.
something
and
that
look
these
what
guys
I'm doing, this, that,
through
and
and
the
learn a
other.
little bit. And all instructors.
Yeah, but it should be funny, Laura. It should be funny.
What's her name?
Tammy
Yeah,
Mullington.
Don't expect the
I
whole
really like the way she
Try
cuts it,
something
it's
like
the
that.
and
problem.
walk.
There's a girl that works, I think, the same place you're talking about, over by True Value. No, her name's
But you have to get a
Gabby.
couple of them to kind of
Oh, I've had
see.
Gabby cut my hair, she's someplace else
I've been
now.
everything else. Why would I go
She used to do my hair up at
I've seen
Walmart.
some of them.
Yeah.
And
And a picture.
she's involved with
And they
Mexican
may come
guy.
around to you in a day's
And
time, maybe 3
her
times.
husband split up, and every time I'd go, it would be saga about all this drama and everything. And I'd come out of there like fingernails on a chalkboard. And I thought, when I go and get my hair done, it should be a relaxing
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, 'cause
you
I can
know?
get
See, I'll get more
And I'm
information.
I was sick and tired of it. Well, she called me when she moved, and I thought, well, okay, now I know it's safe to go back to Walmart. But the girl that was in there, every time she colored it, she wouldn't get it the right color. And this is not the color it's supposed to be, but
Yeah.
it's closer than what the other girl was. Well, that girl is gone.
You know, you're gonna sit there for.
And this one was the manager.
Do something you don't really care to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I gotta find a new place. I used to go down to Richmond. There's a great place down at Richmond where I was getting my hair done. But it's an hour's drive down there and an hour's drive back.
Yeah, we did that
You wanna go?
Monday for Tom's Eyes.
And I thought, man, you know, there's gotta be a place in Portland. What is there, 15, 20 different hair salons in Portland? There's surely one. Somebody knows how to color and cut your
But Tammy cuts it better.
Working on it here.
The conversation's like,
I don't know what they teach them in hair salon school.
Apparently fallen, you know, hurt her shoulders and she had to quit. Time to go.
Everybody's packing it.
I had one of these about half finished, so I gave it to the little one, let him color it. Crayons work on these? I don't know, try and find out, honey.
Heating stove or something.
They will.
He wasn't very interested.
So Santa had black eyes. I mean, he looked creepy. Kid was happy.
Oh, I asked him as a customer. Yeah, Tom.